What's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for stopping by and hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. I am Josh with Vault Hunters Unit, and I'm just here today to give my own opinion and to get your guys' opinion as well. Two of the biggest video game releases this summer are due to be released. One's actually coming out this week, and the other one is coming out in about mid-September, about a month from now. Those two games are Saints Row 4 and Grand Theft Auto 5. I was always a very, very huge Grand Theft Auto fan. I loved all the games in the series, and I was never really too big on Saints Row, but then I got Saints Row the 3rd on PC on a Steam sale and decided to try it out, and I've been hooked ever since. It's actually become one of my favorite games. So the purpose of this video is to just give my opinion on which game I'm looking forward to most and which game I'm going to get first, and then of course I want to get your guys' opinion as well. So Saints Row 4 is being released in North America on August 20th, 2013, in Europe on August 23rd, 2013, and in Australia on September 20th, 2013. It's being released on all three platforms: Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 3, and Xbox 360. Now, Grand Theft Auto 5 is being released on September 17th worldwide, and it's only being released at this point on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. The PC and the Wii U were up for consideration, but nothing else has been said. So at this point, there's no PC release. So for PC users like myself, obviously the choice is going to be obvious. If you have to pick from the two games, obviously Saints Row 4 is going to be your choice because Grand Theft Auto 5 at this point is not being released on PC. But for shits and giggles, let's just assume that they are being released for PC at the same time or around the same time like they are with the consoles. If the Grand Theft Auto 5 was being released for PC and you had the choice, which game would you get first and which game are you looking forward to most? So both games follow a very similar path. There is a story to follow throughout the game. Saints Row 4 is a little bit more over the top. Actually, it's a lot more over the top. Grand Theft Auto is known for being a lot more serious and a lot more in-depth. So if you're looking for a quality story, Grand Theft Auto will be the way to go. But Saints Row 4... Saints Row 3 had a pretty good story. It was okay. Saints Row 4, I'm sure, is going to follow the same path. It's more about the gameplay experience and having a lot of fun being over the top. In terms of graphics, I really like the look of both games. Obviously, Grand Theft Auto 4 was a very gorgeous looking game and a very massive map. Saints Row the 3rd was a lot more colorful in my opinion, and actually, you know what, in a lot of cases I think it was a lot better looking, but that's not a knock on Grand Theft Auto because Grand Theft Auto is a great looking game. But Grand Theft Auto 5 looks incredible, and Saints Row 4 obviously looks really good. It just looks like a beefed up version of Saints Row 3, but in this case I may actually think Grand Theft Auto 5 looks better. In terms of overall gameplay, those that have played both games are going to know that Grand Theft Auto 5 is going to be a very serious game with lots of realistic weapons, somewhat, and in terms of action and fighting and combat, it's going to be somewhat realistic. Saints Row 3rd, as many people know who have played both games or just play Saints Row, will know that it is way over the top. You get lots of different weapons and way overpowered guns, and lots of different power-ups you can purchase and stuff like that. It's more of an arcade style of game. Lots of different ways to go about doing things, lots of guns, lots of customization. But in general, the theme of the gameplay is the same. Basically, it's a sandbox game with a very large map, and you have cars you can steal. There's different things you can do, vehicles, there's planes, there's helicopters, there's different things, different vehicles to steal, crimes to commit, missions to do. It's all pretty much the same gameplay. It just plays out differently. Grand Theft Auto, obviously, as we've already said, is a lot more serious and is all about that epic story, whereas Saints Row is they sacrifice this quality story and just go way over the top with the gameplay and stuff like that. So in my opinion, if I had to choose between both games, I am not unfortunately going to get that choice because Saints Row is only being released for PC. But if I had the choice and I had to decide one game, which game am I going to play? To be honest with you, I'm probably going to choose Saints Row 4. As I've said in many of my other Versus videos, I am willing to sacrifice a good story and graphics for overall fun gameplay. After all, I'm a huge fan of Final Fantasy VII and some of the older games that don't look as good and maybe don't have as great of a story, but they're terrifically fun to play. I put more time in Saints Row 4 in Saints Row the 3rd than I did in Grand Theft Auto 4. Grand Theft Auto was serious and it was fun, it was amazing, and it was captivating, but I was more into the Saints Row the 3rd. You know, the story, again, everything was over the top, and it was really awesome still, being over the top, and you know what? There's nothing better than going around and slapping people around with a giant dildo. Also, another really cool feature of Saints Row that you will not find in Grand Theft Auto because of the arcadey style is the activities. There's lots of different things. Saints Row the 3rd had lots like insurance fraud, which basically required you to go out and jump in front of traffic and get hit and fly as far as you can and collect points. And different things like that. They also had on-foot mayhem, tank mayhem. Tank mayhem required you to get in the tank and cause as much destruction as you can, and you're rewarded. There's difficulty levels to try and complete them and earn as much cash rewards as you can. There's obviously a bunch of new activities being added to Saints Row 4, and I cannot wait to get into that and start playing that. But that's pretty much going to do it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. What I'm going to do now is I want to get your guys' opinion on which game you guys are looking forward to most and can't wait to play the most. So what I'm going to do is something I haven't done in quite a while, is I'm going to actually set up a poll. So what I want you guys to do is click the link in the description below. It'll open up a little website there with a poll. Just click on the game you're looking forward to most, or click all of the above, and that way we can get some accurate results, and you should be able to see the results as well. Other than that, if you guys want to leave a comment, you're more than welcome to. I definitely encourage it. Other than that, if you feel like it, go ahead and leave a like rating below, or dislike rating, whatever one you choose. And feel free to leave any comments you'd like. And of course, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Other than that, guys, I don't have a whole lot more to say, so I'm going to end the video here. Hope you guys have a good day. Peace.